organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, it's finals week. Find out what resources are available on campus. And later, graduation ceremonies have officially begun. Find out what makes rainbow graduation special.
At this moment, I am aware of my feelings of joy and pride as your new lives begin.
We hear back from women's tennis availability and give you a special look at the Iowa softball team.
Will the sun stick around? Find out more in weather.
All that and more coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Cole Johnson. On Tuesday, President Trump fired FBI Director James Comey. Comey was leading an investigation into whether or not the Trump campaign was working with Russian officials during the 2016 presidential election. Trump signed a letter to Comey informing him that his termination was effective immediately and explained that he had come to the conclusion that Comey was not able to effectively lead the Bureau. The search for a new FBI director is currently underway. Stick with Daily Iowan TV as further information becomes available. A Florida man was arrested for threatening to kill Governor Terry Branstad and Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds Monday night. The governor's office confirmed the threats Tuesday afternoon, saying 59-year-old Richard Gillow sent emails and posts to his Facebook page threatening the governor and other state officials. The threats came after Gillow says state officials had removed his grandchildren from his daughter's custody. Gillow is currently being held on $10,000 bond by the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. And Iowa Governor Terry Branstad was officially cleared Tuesday by the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in his process of being confirmed as the next ambassador of China. The next step in Branstad's confirmation is a full Senate floor vote, which has not been scheduled yet at this time. If Branstad makes it through the confirmation process, he has said he would resign as governor within a few days. Iowa's Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds is expected to be sworn in as the 43rd governor following Branstad's resignation. Healthy Kids School-Based Health Clinics is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. The free clinic serves children of Johnson County and has 2 locations in Iowa City. During the last 10 years, the clinic has grown in more ways than just adding a second location.
We have expanded to be able to provide not only primary care services, but mental health, vision, dental care to over 3,000 kids. So just the fact that all of this is possible due to the community's ability to come together and be willing to support is really, really exciting.
The Get Moving for Healthy Kids 5K is the clinic's primary fundraiser and is taking place on May 21st at West High School. You can register to Get Moving for healthykids.org. On Tuesday, University of Iowa Attorney General Carroll filed a motion to push back the second discrimination trial against the university by former field hockey coach Tracy Griesbaum. Carroll stated that the university would not be able to present an adequate defense in the 10-day period that was originally envisioned. Griesbaum's attorney responded saying that they still believe that the time period is sufficient for the trial. It is expected that the judge will rule on the length of the trial and date later this week. Stick with the Daily Iowan as we follow this trial further. Tuesday, the Iowa Supreme Court ruled to keep an injunction in place lifting a 72-hour mandatory waiting period before a woman can receive an abortion. The injunction has been sent to the Polk County District Court for a hearing, which must be set within 30 days and ruled on. The injunction comes after the Iowa legislature voted the bill into effect last Friday. Many groups have spoken out against the abortion ban, filing court documents which started the injunction. If the law holds up in court, Iowa will join 5 other states in requiring a 72-hour waiting period. For the 3rd year in a row, Forbes magazine has included the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics in their annual listing of the nation's top employers. The UI Healthcare was named number 5 in the healthcare industry, which is up by 2 spots from last year's ranking. The UI hospitals and clinics were placed at the 14th spot in the overall rankings as a top employer in the nation. The list ranked the top 500 companies from industries including retail, education, healthcare, and information technology. Tuesday afternoon, several upcoming LGBTQ+ graduates gathered at the Old Capitol building to celebrate their accomplishments within the UI community. Daily Iowan TV reporter Christopher Cervantes has more.
In the Senate room of the Old Capitol building, the 2017 Rainbow graduation took place, starting off with inspiring words from outgoing VP of Student Life, Tom Rockland.
You came here with a goal in mind, you worked hard to achieve it, and now we get to celebrate your achievement.
This celebration is to honor the undergraduate and graduate students who have or will be graduating this academic year. It wasn't just about them, though. This was a celebration of the achievement of the LGBTQ students and their allies, and featured UI faculty, staff, students, and various other community members.
We have the responsibility to be more ethical in the society that we grew up in. We have the responsibility to be who we needed when we were younger.
For nearly 2 hours, families and friends gathered together to applaud the various members of the community, where speakers gave out words of inspiration, and the honorees were given their well-deserved graduation cords. When all was said and done, the students were left with one final piece of advice from University of Iowa President Bruce Harold himself.
You really made a wonderful difference here on our campus, and go into the world, and you also make a huge difference.
For all of the LGBTQ plus Hawkeyes out there who want to be a part of the next year's Rainbow graduation, you can apply at Diversity at Iowa page of the University of Iowa's website. Reporting from the old Capitol building, this is Christopher Cervantes, Daily Iowan TV.
Well, the weather has been beautiful. Hopefully it sticks around for those upcoming graduations this weekend. Afe, what's it looking like?
That's right, Cole. It's been really nice this week with temperatures up in the 70s. Taking a look outside, right now temperatures are in the mid-50s with cloudy skies. As the day progresses, we'll see temperatures move into the high 60s with an 80% chance of thunderstorms. As evening approaches, the storm will stick around, the temperatures dropping to the mid-50s. It looks like it's going to be a wet Wednesday, so don't forget your umbrellas. Come Thursday morning, we're looking at a 60% chance of more rain showers with some sunshine. Now taking a look at what's to come for the rest of the week, the temperatures are expected to be up in the 70s. On Friday, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the low 70s and low 50s. As we approach graduation weekend, expect really great weather with the sun out and temperatures in the mid-70s on Saturday and Sunday. Early next week, expect similar temperatures with highs in the 70s and low 50s. For the last time bringing you the weather, stay dry, Iowa City. Cole, back to you.
Thanks for that, Afe. The Wesley Center will be serving free hot homemade breakfast through the rest of finals week. The center has been hosting this event for the past 20 years for students at the UI. The center is encouraging all students to stop by with a large assortment to choose from, including vegan options. The center hopes that by providing students with a healthy breakfast, they will be able to focus on the most stressful time of the year.
Finals week is a stressful time for students. There's a lot going on, and there's not always time to think about feeding your body nutritious food, so that's a service that we're able to provide and make this stressful time a little bit easier.
Breakfast will be available at the Wesley Center every morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. until Friday, May 12th. And with Iowa sports still in full swing with this upcoming summer, let's toss it over to Liv Corbett in the sports studio for more. Liv?
That's right, Cole. And softball, as well, as after an up-and-down final season, the seniors on the Iowa softball team look back at their Hawkeye careers. Pat Lynch has more.
After 4 years of playing softball for the Hawkeyes, 3 seniors celebrated their time here this past Sunday.
This past Sunday marked the end of the regular season for Iowa's softball team. Elizabeth Wagan, Claire Frisch, and Caitlin Malarkey look back at their careers as Hawkeyes.
Pretty emotional. I've made a lot of memories on this field, but I'm glad I got to spend it my last time here with my friends, and we did good and tried our best.
It's a little bittersweet. Good thing our season's not over, so it's not as sad as it could be, but I'm definitely going to miss playing on Pearl.
Coach Looper reflects on what the seniors have meant to the program the past 4 years.
The biggest thing is they've bought into our pillars, they bought into our program and our system, and they continue to help transition that to the next class and the next class and the next class, and that's why our program is going to catapult because of that.
Over the years, Caitlin and Shayla have cherished their time as players, talking about their favorite memories.
Pre-game, like listening to music, dancing, hanging out with the girls.
My best memory, softball-wise, I would say beating Minnesota in the Big Ten tournament 2 years ago. That was pretty huge for us. Or when we beat Michigan when they were #1 and it was snowing during the game.
Caitlin Malarkey, Claire Frisch, and Elizabeth Wagland look to have success in the Big Ten tournament next week in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Reporting from Bob Pearl Field, Pat Lynch, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Unless the Hawks pull off the big upset against Wisconsin this Thursday, it will be the last time these seniors take the field together. After going 5-6 in Big Ten play in the regular season, the Iowa women's tennis team ended their season with a first-round loss to Indiana. Our Jacob Senstad has more.
The women's tennis season came to an end as they lost to Indiana 4-2 in the Big Ten tournament. They'd played them earlier this year and won 6-1.
We know we played Indiana before, but it was just a new match, and then we had to go in there with just the same kind of attitude and all our controllable variables, just control them.
Playing with Zoe was great. We had a lot of fun. We did well. This year, coach mixed up the doubles pairs quite a lot. Experimenting with different players. I don't know. I mean, hopefully we will play again in the future. I always trust coach's decisions when she puts us with different people.
Honestly, it was quite nervous, and we were down in the match, and I felt good getting a win on the board for the team, and I was hoping that it was going to pull through for other people and help them gain some confidence and know that they could do it as well. Currently, I don't have a specific goal that I want to achieve, but it's my senior year, and I just want it to be my best year yet, and I want it to be the best year for the team. I mean, we've been improving this year, and it's been so good, but we can still improve for next year and do better in the Big Ten and the Big Ten tournament, and hopefully make NCAAs.
The team is in hopes of training hard this summer and qualifying for the Big Ten tournament again next year. Reporting from the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreational Complex, this is Jacob Senstad, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
After an up-and-down season for the Hawks, there is a lot to look forward to for next year. They're only losing one senior, so they will be back with almost the same team for next season. The University of Iowa men's golf team will be traveling down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana to compete this weekend into next week. The men will be competing at the NCAA Regional Tournament on May 15th through the 17th for the 9th consecutive season. The Hawkeyes join a field of 14 different teams where they will be the 9th seed team of 14 in the competition. The regional tournament is being hosted by Louisiana State University, where it will be held at the University Club. The Hawkeyes are quite familiar with the University Club, taking fourth at the David Toms Intercollegiate Tournament in October of 2015. The tournament begins May 15th with the first golfer teeing off at 8:20 a.m., with the final round concluding on Wednesday, May 17th. The Iowa track and field team will begin their postseason run this weekend. The Hawks will head to Penn State, where they will compete in the Big Ten Outdoor Championships. Senior Aaron Mallett is expected to win the 110-meter hurdles. He posted a time of 13.56 earlier this season, which ranks first in the conference. The three-day event will begin Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you tune in tomorrow as we take a look at the Iowa Sparkles. Cole, back to you.
And with food being offered around places in the downtown area, the IMU has even more offered to students throughout the week. If you're not quite done taking your test, the IMU offers many ways to get to study breaks and relieve stress. From healthy snacks to free popcorn, the IMU keeps students fed while offering quiet study spaces in the main lounge. Therapy dogs were there giving students a furry friend, while free massages have been offered this week, giving students a chance to get out all of their kinks from studying.
And the more you are relaxed, the better everything works, your brain, your body. So by doing this, hopefully we're giving them a better shot at passing their finals.
The IMU will continue their events today with snacks, therapy dogs, and your last chance to get a massage tonight from 8 p.m. to midnight. Consumers should be on guard as several coupon scams are circulating social media just in time for Mother's Day. Companies like Bed Bath & Beyond and Home Improvement store Lowe's are the latest victims in the online scamming. Fake coupons advertising up to $100 off purchases are luring Facebook users to click on the post and then prompting them to sign up for subscriptions that are difficult to cancel. Scammers are apparently using this information to try and gain access to bank accounts and other personal records. Companies encourage users to call or check their websites to verify that coupons are legitimate. The bottom line is, if you think a deal is too good to be true, then it probably is. And that's all we have for you on this live Wednesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, for all the latest Johnson County news. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Daily Iowan. Have a great day, Iowa City, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.